All right, let's get reaction then following the devastating news and the sad news that Afropop musician and actress Winnie Khumalo has died. She, of course, was 51 years old. Let's get more information now from family representative Tshepi Rakeepile. Tshepi, a very good afternoon to you. Of course, devastating news. Talk to us about what you know at this stage.
Afternoon. Yes, so we are deeply saddened as a family to announce the death of our dearly beloved sister, mother, our friend Winnie Khumalo. She was, passed away. She did pass away after a short illness. And as a family at this stage, we are deeply saddened.
If you can, Tshepi, and I know it's probably a very difficult time, we are, of course, reading on some media reports that she was alone at the time and her daughter had frantically reached out for help for somebody to go to her home. Can you give us those details in terms of what happened?
Well, yes, she was sick at that moment, and her daughter was out, but it was her daughter that actually came back home to come and collect her, so that she could be taken to the hospital. She did try to help her at that time. At that moment, she was really not well. But unfortunately, on their drive to the hospital, that's where she passed away, because when they arrived at the hospital, they did pronounce her dead on arrival.
And I mean, just looking at social media, it's blowing up because people obviously are so shocked by this news. How is the rest of the family doing?
Well, of course, it is expected that we are devastated. We are at a loss. Winnie had a son, Utando Khumalo, and Representive Khumalo, who is also in the limelight. She also has 3 grandchildren that she is leaving behind. Ourselves, 3 sisters that she has, and she's leaving behind her mother as well. Of course, we have a vast, loving family, extended family, who are devastated over the loss. Currently, we are at home and surrounded by the people that she loved, her colleagues she was working with, her friends. And the mood is just somber at this moment, with people just devastated over a loss of such a bubbly being.
And she definitely was, and she captured a lot of our imagination, particularly because she came onto our scene at such a young age. Just as we let you go, Tshepi, just a few, comments about what she was doing in the latter years of her life. We knew her, of course, through the likes of Brenda Fassie, had close contacts also with producers like Chico Dwala, of course, and we knew her as that bubbly girl, but also as a very, very talented musician.
Absolutely, absolutely. She loved to entertain. She dabbled, yes, we know her for her music, but she also widened out, and she featured in a few productions, like movies, that she starred in. And featured in some dramas, because I know she had a role that she had played in Movango as well, but it was a short casting role. But in the later days, she had a recording company called Winnie K Records, where she had signed to Representive as well, and she had a few releases of her own as well. A very zealous businesswoman, hard worker, and she just loved to entertain.
Tshepi, thank you so much for that. Of course, condolences to your mom, your sisters, and of course, Tando Retabile, and the 3 grandchildren. I can only imagine what a sad time this is for you and your family.
Definitely is. But we definitely appreciate the country's support. We appreciate, everybody just supporting us the way that they have. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and condolences from the SABC here, of course, and the SA Today team to your family too. Of course, that is Tshepi Rakeepile, and she is the sister to now the late Winnie Khumalo. Of course, devastating news there. She was not only a singer, bubbly as Tshepi had described her, but she also had small roles in, for instance, SABC series Muvango and Mponeng, in which she played a sangoma. She was also in a stage play that was titled The Journey. After a break from a live performance and recording, Khumalo returned in 2008. Of course, we can go on and on and on about this young, bubbly girl that came into our scenes at just the tender age of 15. Of course, she marks the days with her experiences with the late Brenda Fassie, also an iconic singer in this country, as one of her greatest days. Of course, she is left behind by Thando and Retabile, her children, as well as 3 grandchildren, as Tshepi has indicated, 3 sisters, a mother, and of course the extended family, and the music scene as well as the TV screen mourns her loss. All right, this is where we wrap the show. Thank you so much for watching SA Today. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time. News continues here on the SABC channel. Of course, more reaction on the passing of Winnie K, as we can fondly remember her.